NHS archives are full of women whose stories should be told. The Newport Women Voter Registration Book in the collection of NHS is one example of women making her story. Congress passed the 19th Amendment, which granted women the right to vote in June 1919. Tuesday, July 1st of that year was a landmark day for Rhode Island women. It was the first day they could legally register to vote in a presidential election, which would occur in November 1920. By October 1920, Rhode Island had added over 77,000 women to a total voting population of around 200,000. The Newport Mercury observed, "The women know what they want, and they know how to get it." This registration book is filled with the names of Newport women who would be voting for the first time, not just nationally, but in state and town elections as well. Many of these women were African American. Black-run efforts, like the Women's Newport League, were key advocates for the suffrage movement in Rhode Island. By pairing the voter registration book with census, directory, and other records, we are able to share some of the stories of these women. Born in Newport in 1874, Harriet Rice became the first African-American woman to graduate from Wellesley College. She studied medicine and went on to practice as a physician. The French government awarded her the Bronze Medal of Reconnaissance Française for her work in French military hospitals during World War I. Maud L. Stevens relocated to Newport with her family shortly after birth to live with her maternal grandparents, Reverend Charles T. and Harriet Brooks of Channing Memorial Church. A writer and historian, she was an active member of many local organizations, including the Newport Historical Society, Rhode Island Society of Colonial Dames, the Newport and Jamestown Garden Clubs, and the Newport Art Association. March 3, 1920, Ida E. Gibbons registered to vote. She moved to Newport in 1907. Her father was pastor of the Mount Zion African Methodist Church from 1903 to 1908. A dressmaker by trade, Ida was a member of the Women's Newport League, an affiliate of the Rhode Island Union of Colored Women's Clubs. Edith May Tilley was born in Newport on December 19, 1875, to R. Hammett and Susan Barlow Tilley. She graduated from Rogers High School and then became an assistant to her father, the librarian of the Newport Historical Society. She succeeded him in that position after his death in 1910 until her own death in 1938. She was recognized as Who's Who in Genealogy in 1932 by the National Genealogical Clearinghouse.